So the biggest myth about Bangalore is I feel that it's very expensive. Rent you can find anywhere from 7-8k to 20, 25, 30 as well, of course, if you want to live very near to your office. And apart from that, groceries, eating out, very comfortable. You'll get all of these Shri Vishnus everywhere. Get a dosa at 60 rupees. Your meal is sorted with idlis and chai, right? So it's very economical. It's not very expensive. Hey guys, I'm Satvik Batra. I currently live in Bangalore as a software engineer at Google, and I'm drawing a salary of 30 lakhs. So currently within Bangalore, I live in Kadu Kisanhalli, which is an area near Bellandur. And I live with 5 of my batchmates from college. I think these are the same people that I've lived with and spent a lot of my time within college days as well. So we continue that living together situation even in our corporate lives. Especially as much as we can, right? I mean, further down the line, 2-3 years, people will start getting married and stuff, and of course, they'll have to move out. Yeah, and the property itself is a 4 BHK villa. It has 2 floors, and yeah, so we have 5 people. 2 of us share the top is the biggest room, and then 3 of us have separate rooms. And yeah, it's a really great place, really great society, very quiet, and luckily we were able to get a really good deal as well on this property. So yeah, I think it's very important to stay near your office in Bangalore. I mean, of course, the traffic is very famous. Luckily, I have a 2-wheeler bike with myself, so that makes it very easy. Like my office, like Google provides cabs. It's a very comfortable perk to have, but like you'll spend 1.5 hours in traffic in a cab, and otherwise I can make the same distance in 30 minutes with my bike. The rent we pay for this is around it's exactly 73,000, and yeah, this 73k is split between 5 of us. So yeah, my split comes out to be around 19,000 for that one. And luckily, the security deposit that we paid was only 2x of that. Usually, Bangalore landlords charge you anywhere between 3 to 4 times of your rent as security deposit. So we only paid around 1.5 lakhs. Third component was the brokerage. So we found this property through a broker, which was 1 month of rent that we paid directly through the broker. Into my monthly expenses, so starting with the biggest part is of course the rent. And apart from that, the fixed costs for the property itself are electricity bill and the water bill. So these all add up to around 2,000. So that brings out the cost for the place is around 21k. The next big expense is the food. Now, food, when I say food, I'm including everything. I'm eating out with friends, all the healthy eating lifestyles that I've started, all the supplements, and yeah, so everything, all the ordering, groceries, food orders. So everything is included in this cost, and that comes out to be around 15 to 20,000 per month. Coming to the next big chunk is the travel part, right? So first, my local commutes in Bangalore are, that cost is very less because I own a bike. Even including some occasional cabs and autos, like 100 and 200 rupees there, it's like around 2,000 for the month. Okay, so coming to the second big part of the travel expense are the flights back home, which is Mumbai currently. A round trip flight in 2 months, once in 2 months. And that costs me around 10 to 12,000. Yeah, to factor that in as a monthly cost, I'm taking 5,000 as the monthly cost. And the third big part of the travel section, again to bring it into a monthly cost, is the annual vacations that I'll take with my friends and stuff, right? For example, I remember last year we went to Thailand. That costed us around 80 to 90k per person. But yeah, again to factor that in as a monthly cost, I am taking around 6,000, as a monthly cost for that. So in the travel section, that brings us to around 12 to 13,000 per month. Coming to the fifth part, this is the miscellaneous, the shopping, the lifestyle expenses that I have. So I'm pretty active in sports. So I have a couple of memberships, like for example, the Fitso membership that Cult has. So that is, I think, 12,000 in a year. So again, as a monthly cost, that will be 1,000. And yeah, apart from that, there are the weekend bookings that we do, the turf bookings, football, badminton, right, with my friends. So that'll again be 1,000 rupees split on me per month, something around that figure. And yeah, the next part is the miscellaneous shopping that happens, like something or the other keeps popping up. Yeah, and of course this is sort of like a dynamic figure. This keeps changing. Some months the shopping will happen more if it's whatever the sale is there or whatever. So of course that'll be a bigger expense, but I've observed that as a monthly cost, this is around 5,000 per month. So that covers the shopping and the miscellaneous expenses. Okay, so all of these different chunks add up to around 60 to 65,000 per month. I feel that's what my average spending has been over the past year. When it comes to my investments, I follow a 30-70 approach. So basically that philosophy says that to keep 30% of your investable money separate as a liquid opportunity fund. The term opportunity fund basically means that you keep that money away so that you're able to invest in the market whenever there's an opportunity, whenever there's a dip in the market or there is some crash, and you're able to buy stuff at a discounted price. And 70% of the investable money, the monthly investable money, goes into investments. Now, where it goes depends on the market in that month, of course. If it's a very turbulent, very volatile market, I will rely more on stable physical assets like gold, silver, stuff like that. If the market is good and you're getting good opportunities, you can invest in direct equity, and that is what I do. I rarely invest in mutual funds. It's mostly direct equity. Okay, so my investable amount for the month comes out to be around 1 to 1.2 lakhs. In this amount, as I mentioned, 30% goes to the opportunity fund. The rest 70% is directly invested into different asset classes. And obviously, as I mentioned, there is one part of the real estate investment that I've done. So that EMI keeps getting cut from the investable money as well. Okay, so my current savings goal, like thing that I want to buy 5-6 years down the line, probably at the top of the list is a very impractical and a depreciating asset, is a car. and yeah, for some reason I want to spend a lot on it. I'm a very big fan of fast cars. I've been an F1 fan for the longest time. That's one expense that I'm saving up for, and creating that cushion so buying this depreciating asset doesn't feel as bad as it actually is. Okay, so my advice to anybody moving to this city, to Bangalore, would be to beware of the corporate machine that this city is. It sort of feels like one. So you definitely need a group of people, either that be existing friends or you make them along the way here. It's very important to have those people that ground yourself to reality, and you can just be yourself with them and just unwind, because the corporate life has this face on top of you, right, that you have to behave a certain way, you have to be a certain way. So it's very important to have those people and yeah, to unwind with them. Okay, so to live comfortably in Bangalore, I think a figure of anywhere between 40 to 50,000 is very comfortable. I think, as I mentioned initially, when I moved to Bangalore, my rent was around 9,000. My monthly expenses came to around 20-25,000. Obviously, that number has grown over the years as my salary has. But yeah, I feel like even with a 40 to 50K salary, you should even be able to save something and live very comfortably in the city.